So far, we've talked about two different types of functions, as you can see right here. We've got the print and we've got the type functions. Recall that the type function will tell us if an object is a number or a string, meaning text or a different data type. So let's talk about some of the basic built-in Python functions that we use math in. So in Microsoft Excel, we know that if we type equals min, brackets, we use the formula min, we get the minimum value cells. Okay, so right here. And similarly, in Python, there are built-in functions that are sort of like this. So let's go together to Colab and let's create three integer variables together, A, B, and C, that have the values of 1, 2, and 3. I'll do this fast. Then let's create a new variable and let's call it minimum value. So I'm just going to type minimum value for now. Minimum, whoops, all lowercase, value. Recall you cannot put spaces in between them. Then what we can do is we can use the min function by typing minimum value equals min A, B, C. There we go. And what we're going to do is we're also going to print this value and then run the code. So I'll type here print minimum, minimum value. Great. And let me just run this code here. Yay. Okay. Here we see that it printed the minimum value, which is 1 because we use this formula right here. Now, to use another function like max for the maximum function, we just replace min with max. Let me do this in high speed. There we go. So the maximum value is 3. And ideally, I should have changed this to maximum here as well, but I think you get the idea. Now, we can even combine these two bottom lines into one statement. So let me change this up. So I'm going to comment this out by using this quick key here. And then what I'm going to do here is in brackets, I'm just going to type here max, okay? And I'm not going to use this value up here. I'm just going to go A, B, C. Let's make sure I have enough closed brackets here, 3. I think that's good. And let's print it. We get the same answer, which is 3. You can even remove these top 3 lines here. Let me just comment them out. And you can put that on one line as follows. You can go A, B, C equals, okay, 1, 2, 3. And let's run this code here. You get the same value. You might be thinking, hey, wait a second. I didn't define A, B, and C as integers. Well, in this case, Python is smart enough to know. How can I check this? Well, we already know and we're familiar with the type function right here. Type. Where is it? Right here. Yeah. Okay. So let's use print and type and see what value C is, just for fun here. So I'll go print type, and I'll do C right here. Okay. And let's run this. And we see it's an integer type here. Okay. Now, while you're learning Python, if you want, you don't have to focus on writing as little code as possible until you feel comfortable with the way that Python works. Okay, let's move on now to our next function, which is ABS right here. And ABS stands for absolute value, which means that negative numbers become positive. So let's erase all this code here, and I'll run it so there's nothing down here. And let's assign A as equal to negative 7.6. Okay, great. Now, Python is smart enough to know that A is a floating variable type as it has a decimal. Now, what we can do is we can change A to the absolute value of A. And the way we can do that is we type A equals absolute value of A right here. Okay, great. Now let's print A. Print A. And we see here that it's now the absolute value, which is 7.6. Now let's discuss the round function right here. So in our code, let's replace ABS, okay, with round. Okay, so I'm going to type round here. And I'm going to execute the code. And what do you think is going to happen? Let's run the code. It's going to round it to the closest whole number. So negative 7.6, the next whole number it's closest to is negative 8. Now, you might be wondering, Chris, where's the sum function? Well, we're going to talk about that in the next level, meaning level 5, when we talk about a data type called lists.